Hello, Mitch Miller here. It is Friday, April 1st, April Fool's Day, 2022, 5:56 p.m. Eastern Time. So, today I'm going to talk about a legal defense for my criminal record. Some of you may not want to work with me because I have a criminal record. Maybe you work in the government of your country and you think we cannot work with this man because he has a criminal record. Well, I have my defense. Friends and family have been saying for years I should be a lawyer. I always come up with good and interesting arguments. So here's my legal defense. It's pretty simple. And I'll go into if you want to know more about my criminal history, I have recorded audio files on this phone and some video and audio files on this phone documenting my version of what happened with all of my experiences with the police that ended in something being on my record. I think I'm going to relive that for the next several, I think 8 or 9 segments of this video journal. I'll go through my version of what happened. But at first I want to get to my legal defense. So it's very simple. The government, the state and federal government, passes secretive laws at the State House without making any real effort to inform the public of the law. Therefore, because they made no effort to inform the public of the law, they cannot ethically enforce the laws. So that's the basic gist of the legal defense. I could draw it out more in a court of law. I want to take it all the way to the Supreme Court, but I know there's a doctrine already on the books, probably from the Supreme Court, that says ignorance is not a defense for the law. But I'll say this. That may have applied back in the 1800s or even the early 1900s when it cost a lot of money to inform the people of the law. You'd have to print out reams and reams of information delivered to every house. But as now every phone has a camera, you can make video so cheaply that it is no longer an excuse. When this ease of information came to be, the government should have been held responsible for informing the public. And it's simple. And for every state, you could have a lawyer or a team of lawyers sitting in front of a camera explaining what is legal or illegal. And I'm sure you can find these lawyers that would do it pro bono. So you'd have the cost of a camera and some memory cards. You put it on a public channel, playing 24/7. Here are the laws. Here's what is illegal, criminally illegal, and legal. Here are the basic that every citizen of this state should know, every citizen of this country should know. And for too long it's been said, well, it's up to the parents to inform their children of what's legal and what's illegal. And most of my criminal record came between the ages of 16 and 25. So there's a natural inclination, especially in, for some reason, males, to stand up to authority, to not want to listen to authority figures during this period of time, from the age of basically 12 to 30. People do not want to listen to their authority figures. So why wouldn't you go and help parents by providing this channel? Okay? You may say teachers should teach it in school. I think there should be a whole course about this in high school, but even that might not work because there are authority figures. So there's two situations. One, a kid gets told by their parents, drugs are bad, don't do drugs, and they don't want to listen to their parents, so they go out and try them anyway. Or a kid's parents openly use drugs in front of them. Alcohol is a drug, that's used openly in front of children all the time. Then they go to school, health class says it's bad for you. Maybe there's a civics class that says this is illegal, crack is illegal, but their parents are openly doing it in front of them. But if there's a channel that's removed, people listen to the television. They get their information from the television. If there's a channel with a matter-of-fact presentation of what the laws are, it would reach more people, it would help a lot more parents. It's not coming directly from the parents. And this should have been done since the invention of television, even if it did cost the government hundreds of thousands of dollars to produce television programming. But they don't try. And that's why most law is moot. It cannot be enforced. You are stealing money from children because you did not even try to inform them. You just say it's their parents' fault. They didn't raise them right. We're trying to teach them a lesson by fining them and giving them a criminal record. And it means the people in the government are the most docile. They don't question anything. They never questioned their parents. They listened. They didn't get that criminal record, and now they're running the whole government. It doesn't create innovation. Creates compliance. So that's my legal defense. I would take it to the Supreme Court. We didn't know the law. Nobody taught us the law. We shouldn't have to go to post-secondary education for 8 years, pass the bar exam just to be able to function in this country without getting arrested. It is incumbent upon the government to provide information about what the law is, and that's why I believe the government should provide free internet for every United States citizen so that they can look up the archives of all of the laws on the books in the convenience of their own home. You may say libraries are free and they provide internet for free. Yeah, sitting on a hardwood chair reading days and days of a legal document. You really expect people to do that just so they don't get arrested. They should be able to read it in the convenience of their own home, in their spare time, and know what the laws are. So, I thought I had more to say, but I think that's about it. I mean, I believe it's incumbent upon the government to provide at the minimum a free 24-hour channel where professionals explain the law. murder 1 is a crime, murder 2 is a crime, all of these things. And I believe the internet should be free, provided by taxpayer money. So that's my defense. I don't think I should have been charged with any of these things on my criminal record. I think my record should be totally expunged. And I think the fact that I have a criminal record should not preclude me for any type of employment. I mean, I've been working shitty jobs my whole life, mainly because I've had something on my record. That's why I took the coal mining job that would overlook my felony. That's the best job I was going to find, $30 an hour. This is a messed up system, and you don't even try to inform people. You're taking money from kids. Anyone under the age of 30, if you can find them, that's what you do. And that's what, I'm sorry, but that's what the police do. So, as chairman of the FCC, I will provide this channel along with other information about what the government's doing so that we can keep tabs on them and hold them accountable. This this explosion of people incarcerated for the past 50 years is because lawmakers didn't inform the public, and they had the technology. They just say, crack is whack, drugs are bad, don't do drugs, this is your brain on drugs. At commercials and ad campaigns that cost millions of dollars when they could have provided a simple channel that presented things on a matter-of-fact basis. Sure, it might be dry and not very interesting, but it's there for people to access 24 hours a day. If they don't want to pay for cable, they have access to that channel. So, expunge my record. But I'll go in on the next video, I'll go into my first encounter with the police of Franklin, small town, Pennsylvania, and continue on with my entire criminal record so that politicians can see if they want to work with me. It'll be out there on this computer, and it could always be published out there instead of being on my phones. It'll all be in one place. I'll try to keep it brief, but I have a lot of opinion about the way things went down when I was arrested. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.